This whole exploration of how non-duality and native spirituality intersect is just part of the process of discovering who are we as human beings and who am I as a human being? How do I fit into the grand creation that is going on? How do I fit in with all the other human beings? How do we work and interact together as this one whole unity that we are? So that's why I have been weaving these two ideas together. And hopefully, it's broadened your sense of possibilities, even of who you are. We are this vast, amazing collection of molecules inside a skin that can think and talk and interact with each other. Where can we go with this? How can we be the most thoroughly awake, involved human beings possible? And what sort of a difference is that going to make in the world that we inhabit? It will have to be huge, because one of the biggest problems that people have is disassociating ourselves from things we don't want to look at. As long as we remain disassociated, it's very easy to say that everything is everybody else's fault. But it's us. And you'll notice how throughout this series, I've kind of talked about humanity as a us. And I talk about the various cultures and how it's almost easier. If you want to see how can you move forward into things, it's almost easier to see yourself as a culture. We are a culture that does this. We are a culture that does that. Look at that culture over there. What does it do? How does it do differently? Particularly these vastly different cultures. The modern culture with internet and travel and electricity, and the native culture that existed for thousands and thousands, thousands of years before any sort of technology was invented. Very, very, very different. What can we learn from each other? So what I'm painting here is a non-apocalyptic world view. Everything doesn't have to be destroyed in order to move forward. A real simple way to look at it is that everything just simply needs to be beautified and harmonized. And in order to beautify and harmonize things, we have to know who we are. We have to stop denying who we are. We also have to stop thinking that we're this horrible thing. We're human beings. This is great. We can do stuff. Let's do stuff consciously.